Well, there we go. Now we've got audio, right? A little bit of technical difficulties here. I'm starting to think that I did not have audio. So I'll go ahead and repeat what I was just saying. I don't know. Elgato seems to be giving me troubles tonight. You know, typical stuff, right? If it's not Elgato, it's my internet connection. Last night and 2 nights prior, we crashed. We lost the old internet connection, so that kind of sucked. Well, I'm kind of thinking my commentary wasn't working for the intro, so let me redo that. This is Automatic for Automatic Games. Salutations, Slocum's Joe customers. We are going to be building in Slocum's Joe tonight. Having said that, a good friend of mine and a regular here on the channel, JPEG O'Death, is also streaming. He is streaming some retro gaming stuff. I was just there myself. And really, I wouldn't have left except that I told you all I would be streaming tonight, and so I try to keep my obligations. But I seriously encourage you to check out his stream. Like I said, it's retro stuff. When I was over there, it was playing some old NES games, and boy, I tell you, it's nostalgia. It's just kind of good to revisit that stuff. And as for us, like I said, we're gonna be doing Slocum's Joe. So we're kind of taking it easy tonight. I decided to suspend the XCOM for tonight because, well, frankly, because, you know, the damn thing's crashed on me. And it got a little frustrating, so why not take a reprieve, jump into Fallout, do the deed, do some stuff there, and maybe tomorrow night we'll be back into XCOM. As it stands, we're kind of on a wait-and-see approach. Why is he streaming while I am? I don't know. Everyone's got a right to stream as much a right to stream as I do. In fact, if you think about it, I'm the new guy to this game. He's been streaming a lot longer than I have, so if anybody has been stepping on toes recently, it has likely been myself. So that said, yeah, he has every right to stream, and I definitely encourage him to. That's in response to a question there in the chat by Sergeant Stevens. Sergeant Stevens, how the hell are you? We do kind of coordinate, but it's, sometimes you just when you get the bug, you gotta stream, and so I don't begrudge that. In fact, I encourage it. And frankly, if I were you, I'd hop on over to Japic's stream because there's some good stuff going on over there. Not to say that we're not going to provide quality entertainment here, but I'm just doing a Slocum's Joe build. Nothing too exciting unless you enjoy product placement and shelving. Watching someone stock the shelves. That's essentially what I'm going to be doing. He, on the other hand, is rescuing the princess, so that's a little more exciting. I'm doing well. Oh, that's nice. You're watching both at the same time? Well, look at you. I appreciate that. Sure, Jabic does too. Hello, Otto, and to answer it went from Texas to Iowa. I'm lost. I'm easily confused. You gotta be careful with me. So here we are. Slocum's Joe. Damn that pronunciation, I tell you. We've done a little work here. Just a tad. Not much has changed since the last time we visited this locale. I guess I'll start outside and work our way in. I think tonight we're going to do some baking. We're going to look at what the donut fryer affords us, and maybe check out the benefits of some of these donut delectables. As you can see, we've got a couple squad cars outside, as should be appropriate. The move from Discord. Oh, dope. Yeah, what can I say? I'm a little dense. From Texas to Iowa. Damn, dude. So, wow. You gave up some pretty fair weather for some pretty shitty weather, did you not? I mean, it's understandable. When you gotta move, you gotta move. But let's see if these lights work or if they broke. Yeah. Yeah, so we got the squad cars. I'm kind of cheating. With the last squad car, I went ahead and put out each individual letter on police. For this, I decided to half-ass it. Well, I'm hoping the move was relatively smooth. Relatively, what the hell am I talking about? I hope it was completely smooth. No move is carefree. I am aware of that. And the winter months are never a convenient time to move, but nonetheless, I hope it went well. So yeah, we've got our police on the scene, if you know what I mean. Now, we don't actually have the law enforcement officers in there yet. That's probably going to be our last step, but figured at least I'd get their prowlers here. Prowlers being what 1930s jargon for police cars? Back when they called them radio cars. Hey, Mama Murphy. So here's what we got. Again, not a lot has changed. Just really minor additions. Little things like the service bell. I guess the tables themselves have been somewhat decorated. Salt and pepper shakers. Elevator buttons, which are kind of doubling for little jukebox modules, or modules isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. Go to those classic diners and you see something at each table, kind of like a little mini jukebox, or at least a way that you can type in your desired song from your seat. So I kind of wanted to do that. Kind of big ass donut. Trying to think what else is new here. Oh yeah, the Sicilian espresso machine, and you know, I honestly thought twice about putting that in because, of course, you've got the coffee station. However, I did a little tour of the 3 Slocum's Joe locations that are just out there in the Commonwealth as is, and I noticed that they have the Sicilian. So I figured, well, we might as well too. And I had to shrink it down a little bit just to fit it on the counter. That thing is ridiculously large. Set up a cooking stove, kind of, glitched it into the counter there. And the only reason I did that, I kind of hesitated, in doing that, but the only reason I did was because of the buzz bites. As far as I can tell, you can't make the buzz bites in the donut fryers. And I definitely wanted buzz bites. I know they were a discontinued item in terms of Slocum's Joe, but I wanted them. Those are basically almost like little Timbits, if you will. Little donut holes, I think, filled with coffee, filled with scalding hot coffee. And if I recall correctly, they're an item that was never really initiated, never really sold. Put up some towels, really just starting to junk decorate. An extinguisher, a dolly, shit on the shelves, not literal shit. That would not pass a health department inspection. But you know what I mean, supplies on the shelves. Probably should have put some of my cleaning supplies on the bottom shelf because I owned a cafe and the health department wants all your perishables up on the higher shelves for obvious reasons. You don't want rodents getting into them. Honestly, you don't want rodents. But should you have them, just in that hypothetical scenario that your restaurant has rodents and somehow you're getting away with it, you want food up on high shelves. Not that that'll stop the rodents. And then the manager's office, which honestly, it's still quite barren. I was trying to think of what to fill this stuff with. Did I ever figure out the donut mix? I see that you'll be right back. So I don't know if I should answer that quite yet. I'll wait till you come back. I think in order to fill out this room, I'm just going to clutter it up with boxes. I mean, how many, I don't know if back in the day you had part-time gigs at food service establishments, but a lot of times the manager's offices they just have a lot of boxes of shit in them. Again, using shit figuratively, not literally. Although I wouldn't be surprised if at some locales there was literal shit in the manager's office. I know I've worked for a few people that smelled like shit anyway, so I could only presume that there's shit somewhere in their office. And yeah, that pretty much is everything that has changed. We've got to bring in new settlers. Settlers without... Well, let's go back to shit. Settlers without shit all over their faces. After all, this is supposed to be a pre-war build. We've also got kind of like where supplies are dropped off. So, you know, they'd be brought through this heavy door, up this ramp, of course. And that's the deal with that. Other than that, nothing has really changed. Hey, TC, welcome aboard. How you doing tonight? I'm doing well. No apologies necessary for being late. There's no check-in time here.
Well, it's kind of funny because I'd actually had a nice long day dealing with shopping in my room and passed out. My cat started coughing, woke me up. I was like, oh, damn, Otto.
Good looking out, cat.
So, figured I come out at least sit for a little while anyway.
Oh, right on.
So, we'll see how things go.
Yeah, tonight I'm back into the Slocum's Joe.
Ah.
Oh, yeah. Was there no notification this time? Okay, so... Oh,
Can't remember the last time.
Sealed Boston Bugle. Yeah, as you can see, Sergeant Stevens, I kind of had that in mind. I'm thinking the late edition newspaper looks a little better than the sealed Boston Bugle, which essentially just seems like a stuffed envelope. Hard to say what's in there. The crash one? What do you mean? Yesterday's stream? Yep. So late edition newspaper is the one that I would want to use, I guess. Nah, hell, I think I just clicked on the settler. Back off, lady. I don't want any. Let's turn to physics and make this object static. Is it vibrating? Okay, good. Because those things, they do tend to vibrate. I don't know why, but it's what they like to do. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these donuts, determine what items we're going to need in order to bake these puppies. Donuts. Dandy Boy apples, of course we'll need donut mix. Yeah, I'm going to have to find more donut mix. Purified water. Hey, I hear me. You're fine. It's not how any of this works. You could pick up a gourd, maybe a few Nuka-Cola Quantums, mute fruit. So gourd, mute fruit, purified water. Gourd, mute fruit, purified water. Oh, that's right. We can make donut mix between razor grain and sugar bombs. So, gourd, mute fruit, purified water, razor grain, and sugar bombs. That's what we need. Yes. Okay. Really? Um. Oh, what's strange is I don't think I've seen. Um. Yeah, I'm looking for Brahmin milk as a ingredient here, and I'm not really seeing it. Everything seems to take the donut mix and purified water. Yeah, the one's grayed out. I'm missing Nuka-Cola Quantum, Gourd. Uh, that could be. But yeah, honestly, I kind of wonder why Brahmin milk isn't really a thing. It's not a thing that I'm too familiar with. It might be out there for a mod. Sergeant Stevens is watching 2 streams tonight. And anybody else that has that capacity, JPEG O'Death is streaming. He's doing retro games. So, no. I think Sergeant Stevens kind of said the same thing. But that's not a point of contention for me. Like I told like I told Stevens, I'm the new guy to the community streaming. JPEG's been streaming a lot longer than I have been. I know. I know. Oh, hey, Phoenix. I see her there in Discord. Um, oh, that's geared toward Anowin. Right on. Cool. Oh, is that what JPEG said? I see what you're doing there, Stevens. He types, JPEG said that you don't have anything on his stream tonight. Loud. Well, and that's likely true. If he really said that. You could just be stirring the pot. What the hell did I come here for? That's pretty much what my viewers ask themselves every night. Let's see. Aid. We're looking for, well, a Nuka-Cola Quantum would work. Purified water we also need. That'll give us 10. Well, that's cool. We'll take 10 more. And then what? It was sugar bombs and Oh, hell, we can get Deezer's lemonade from here. We'll take some of that. I wonder, could we take the drugged water? Could I drug my customers? Probably not. Probably shouldn't think along those lines. I'm not seeing Nuka-Cola Quantum. Eh, screw it. We don't need every donut. We just need quite a few. Ingredients. Vegetables, maybe? Razor grain. Yep, we need razor grain. We'll take quite a bit of that because we want to make some more of this donut mix, which is 1 part razor grain, 1 part sugar bombs. So, where are we going to find the sugar bombs in here? Pre-war? Who else is watching? I don't know. We've got, looks like we've got 5. And so we know that one's Stevens, 1 Storm Eagle, 1 is TC, and 2 mystery guests. And hey, mystery guest, I appreciate you just as much. But again, I'm not trying to shed people, but JPEG doesn't stream as often as I do. So, you know, it might only be fair and only be right if you go over there and check his stuff out. I'm you know, just going off of the assumption that not everybody can stream both at once. Not everybody's got that fancy setup that Sergeant Stevens has. Albeit, you know, maybe Sergeant Stevens' fancy setup is a phone and a computer. It could be that simple. Radiation. Oh, I see. It's like anti-rad. Alright, so what am I missing? Dandy Boy apples. No, we've got those. I think we're good. Having said that, I do want to make some of these, oh, what the hell were they? I know it's under roast. Yeah, I do want to make some buzz bites. Oh, and that'll take a coffee tin. Dirty water. Dirty water, really? Mirelurk egg and oil. Oil we have plenty of. Hey, Gary, how the hell are ya? Yeah, we're doing some baking today. Doing just a little baking.
Oh, this is cool. I have one window screen, nice and small, so it's like a pit boy or something. Your competition. Now you can watch both.
You're a dick. This isn't a competition, folks. Don't listen to TC here. I'll just infect your mind with this. I encourage you to. But like I said, I encourage people to jump ship and get over there and watch JPEG, honestly. Because, I mean, unless you enjoy watching baking. Suckers for punishment.
Well, I do like the whole build the donut shop thing, which I know is a video that you're working on a couple of days ago to see how things are going. And I had seen different videos showing about the problem with it. So, like I said, I think they may have patched that.
Oh, okay. Hey, Di, how the hell are you?
And so, anyway, but yeah, I kind of made the promise to stretch with things, and so I'm man of my word, even if I have to have slippers now.
Yeah, look what you did start, Stevens. And much appreciated, Gary. Well, there is a retro Fallout. Well, Gary knows that all too well. Actually, over on Gary's channel, he's been playing it. Um, I don't know how retro that is. When did the first Fallout release? I don't rightly recall because I didn't touch it until after Fallout 3 is when I went back.
My first Fallout experience was Fall Shelter June last year.
Oh, wow.
And then I went into Fallout 4, so go figure. I'm still trying to learn how to do modding. How do I add a mod again? And why do I have to read a 20-year-old? I'm sorry, wrong thing. Read a 20-page document on how to install a mod. And what you end up getting with it is how to change the texture of your weapon.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's see. I'm looking for a Mirelurk egg. I'm guessing it's going to be under ingredients, perhaps? Technically it should be under meat. Let's be real. And it very well might be. Okay. Or other, but let's try meat first. Let's see if they're trying to be technical about this. Well, there's Mirelurk. Mirelurk egg. Well, good on them, whoever made this mod. "20 years old." Yeah, you're telling me a lot has changed in 20 years. IRL and in the Fallout universe. What else do we need? Dirty water. Dirty water. I'm guessing drinks. If not, we'll look under... Oh, never mind. There it is. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's do some baking.
Okay, first we're going to approach the donut fryer. And today we're going to be cooking donut mix. It'll be 2 parts razor grain and 1 box of sugar bombs, just to add that extra crunch. And just when you think 1 donut mix is enough, who are you kidding? You're going to need more than that. You silly lasses and lads, keep making the donut mix. Keep going. Mix it up a little bit. Really get in there with your wrist. You really want to churn it. And if you talk like I do, make sure you don't get any saliva in the mix.
I apologize. I apologize for that, too. Well, now we've got some donut mix. Gary says, in my current playthrough of Fallout, it's difficult because I keep wanting to do different things that I can't. Like having my companions carry stuff for me. Yeah, that's a thing. I would imagine. I forgot. My experience with Fallout 1 is so damn brief. I did not finish the game. I think just because it wasn't Fallout 3. And this was several years ago that I played it. And so I don't know, it didn't have the staying power for me. And yet I contrast that with the fact that you've got this whole segment of the community that's like, well, Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics is better. There's all these things that Bethesda should be doing to to own up to those first Fallout games. I'm not there myself. I don't know.
And then I heard we went on talking about how there's two of Bethesda letting come back
As canon.
now. I mean, you're bringing new
Right, right. You know, let's do some buzz bites. So you can barter with them. This is your companions in the old Fallout game. This is from Gary, but you can't get the stuff back unless you barter with them again. What dicks? I mean, really. I mean, talk about sticklers. The only way you're getting it back is if they sell it to you. You can't just borrow it for a minute.
Right.
Yeah, it would be some good nostalgia though. I could see that. Wait, why can't I build? Oh, coffee tins. We need some fucking coffee tins and more razor grain. Pardon my French, but I do speak it fluently.
Yeah. Apparently there's like 5 locations where
Yeah, but we've got a one-stop shop with a cheat terminal. You know, right. That's
it's like going, you know how long it would take to actually walk across the Commonwealth without that truck
exactly
just to go get a tin can?
right. Just to build a location for a damn commercial? Nah, nope. Okay, so what was razor grain under vegetables? Yes, razor grain is considered a veggie. So there we go, more of that. In a coffee tin. Well, several coffee tins. That's not going to be under drinks, is it? Sure isn't. Well, I don't know. Miscellaneous? Ah, thank you. I am too. Di says she's enjoying the chat. She's a sucker for punishment. Let's see. Cookware, maybe? Pots, pans, other. Nah, it ain't gonna be here. This is not it. No. Well, hell. Houseware? No, I mean, it's just, so we're looking for a coffee tin. Well, it's not here either. We're looking for a coffee tin, and here are our categories. No. Bulk craftables. No. Bottles? But it's not a bottle. It's a tin. Okay, Automatic would like to buy a clue for 500. Did I already try did I already try cookware? I'm sure I did, yeah. I almost feel like I'm gonna have to go out there and get some coffee tins. I know I've got some back at Vault 88. But when I say some, I mean 2, maybe 3. I know I've got 2 down there at the Red Rocket, which serves as I don't know, an example of the fact that I have spawned them in before. Shit, I don't know, tableware? You know what, though? I mean, this is not... Hey, Sushi Cat, how the hell are ya? Oh, she might know. Sushi Cat, I'm looking for a coffee tin in the cheat terminal, and I'm also pulling my hair out at the same time. Don't know if you have any insight on that, or I'm just gonna drive myself crazy before the first break. It's not there, not there. Let's try bulk craftables. No, those are shipments. You know, wherever it is, let's try aid. Because, yeah, I'm just in the wrong category. That must be the case. Pre-war. And that might be wrong, too.
Try your shipments and see if there's not 10 or something in there. You may have to craft it, or if there's individual, like pork and beans. There's got to be something.
Pork and beans is just going to give me pork and beans.
Yeah, what about, go back to your shipment thing. I have
Let's see.
it's going to be on.
She says, potentially houseware. I think that might be... Ooh, you know, let's try ingredients. Let's not. Never mind. Never mind. Other. I mean, couldn't we just substitute it for like, substitute canned dog food instead? Who's really going to recognize the difference?
Not really.
I guess ardent coffee drinkers might. Did I already do ingredients? Yes, I did. Shit, Otto, shit. So, folks, this is our first hour. We got 11 more minutes in the hour, and we haven't baked much at all. Donut mix. We've got the donut mix. So I'm gonna go back to aid, even though I'm starting to think that, yeah, maybe crafting, maybe. Right. No, nothing in craftables. Okay, I'm gonna look under houseware. I'm gonna go with Sushi Cat's suggestion. Appliances, cleaning, deskware, stationery, or other. Oh man, none of those sound really promising. Nope. I know I'm stupid to even look.
Oh, wait, I saw a can back up.
Well, oh, you saw cans? Like canned goods?
Okay, back up from what I'm watching right now. Back up.
Huh, that's weird. You know what? I don't think anybody's hearing you. In fact, I'm quite sure that's the case. Let's capture team chat. Folks, give me 1 second. I'll try to get this sorted out.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Hello? Hey, cat. Yeah, let me try to figure out why that is the case. Houseware and then deskware. I believe you. That's just so odd. And yes, folks, you're seeing a logo real quick, but essentially because I'm ignoring the game for a second while I try to figure out what's up with this team chat stuff. Yeah, honestly, yeah, you can keep doing that because because they can't hear you. So
Oh, okay. I didn't know they couldn't hear me. I'm sorry. I
uh,
was talking softly, not to be rude, but
Yeah, no, you're kind of muted. Like, I
okay.
could hear someone was talking, but I
All
couldn't
right.
actually hear anything that was being said.
Okay. All right. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
it's definitely it's something on my end because I'm not seeing the meter on team chat do anything. So, folks in the chat, you're not hearing Cat either, are you?
I can hear you fine, Otto.
Yeah. Let me say hello one more. No, still nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're saying that,
Hello. Hello.
can't hear
Okay.
her.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, I'm getting levels from you now.
Yeah.
Is anybody in chat hearing people
There they
now?
are.
Okay. I'm here.
He can, yeah, Gary can hear her.
Anyway, sorry.
So, I mean, well, I'm glad that I read Steven's comments because then anything you said about JPIC or myself, I just responded to randomly. People are gonna think I'm fucking insane if they don't think that already.
Oh, no, I was just mumbling about the menu options in your Pip-Boy, and I was just saying I saw one where it said can, and I was trying to get you to go back to look under the can menu,
Ah, gotcha. Well, we
and
found
that
it.
was all. Okay, you did?
Yep, Gary to the rescue
Yay, Gary.
via Discord. Gary informed me that I'm gonna find it under what was it, Houseware Desktop or something like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
good deal.
I said it was houseware, I just couldn't remember where. I was just like, oh, that seems vaguely familiar. I haven't played Fallout since before,
Yeah, I see coffee tin now. Yeah,
Yeah, here I was doing the clean
yeah,
coffee tin. That probably doesn't even count. Probably has to be just the coffee
dirty
tin. Yep.
or
Yep.
dirty, whichever. Yeah.
Oh, folks, here we are, 5 minutes before the first break, and I've finally figured it out.
Yay! Actually, can we call it an early break? I'm craving.
I just figured shit out. Now you want to take a break?
No, it's all those menu options going by is making me crave a cigarette and
Oh,
all that stress.
wow. That's a great thing about being in your position is you have the luxury to actually take a break whenever you want.
Oh, can I? Okay,
Yeah,
cool. I'll
yeah.
be right back then.
And for future
I'm
reference, you don't even need my permission. I mean,
because I'm Jones and bad over all this texting going on. And I just woke up and I'm actually trying to multitask and that's not working very well.
yeah, that's always been my weak suit. Is weak suit something people say?
Sometimes I've heard it. Or it's not my strong
Thanks.
suit. Yeah.
Right,
It's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not my strong suit's what generally said.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
mister,
just
I'm not
jumpy.
going to ask permission to go to my break. I'll be back anyway.
I'll
People
talk
start
soon, hon.
people start asking me permission to do anything. There's a problem in the world.
So you like the recordings we done for you then?
Oh my god, yes. In fact, I played them for my wife too. She got a kick out of them. In fact, she couldn't help but say like, "Why?" She said, "I'm like, I think it's cool that they did that." And I said, "Yeah, it was cool that they did that." And she's like, "But one question: Why would the American Institute of Psychology?" You know where she was going with this. The same shit
Yeah.
we said. I'm like, "Well, that's part of the reason it's funny." And she's like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "I was just kind of wondering why you would ask somebody from the UK to do a voiceover from the American Institute of Psychology." And as soon as I told her, she's like, "Actually, that's kind of funny." It's like that it's sourced out of the UK. I'm like, yeah, there's something wrong with the Yankees across the pond, so let's pose as the American Institute of Psychology and see if we can't get them to show a little more etiquette. And I was like right there with you when you said, I don't recall if it was you or Mort that said, I think it was you that said that
Yeah.
maybe you should do the voice at the end too.
Yeah, so I hope you didn't think that I was that I was sort of pushing things, but I just thought, with him saying the first line, it would make sense for him to say the outro bit.
Yeah, yeah, no, it made perfect sense, and it was funny as hell. I mean, just the whole thing was good. I'm glad you caught yourself with Pansy too, because like when you started the first one, I was like, oh, she decided to go with Penny. That must be a conscious decision, and that's okay.
No, it's that we had the YouTube screen on one side and the script on the other, so that we had the context cues.
Oh, gotcha.
But because of that, all right, Gary, have a good night, hon. I'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks,
But yeah,
gentle dude.
but because of that, the script was like 50% size, so it was really tiny writing.
Oh shit.
So yeah, when I first sort of read it, I couldn't actually see the words very well.
I gotta admit, and granted, it was a lot of script. You sounded downright stressed out at a couple points. I mean, not while you were reading the script, but like when you'd stop or when something would go wrong, you'd just be like, I don't know, I'd hear this big sigh,
No,
or you'd
I
be like,
find it
shit.
easier. Like I find it easier to yawn before I do any of the scripts and that, so that I can get through the script without like yawning halfway through. Cause
Yeah, yeah,
so
because
that's what that is. Is I actually yawn. I force myself to yawn.
yeah, that's a good call. Yawning in the middle of a script or live stream or presumably on television is probably not the best.
No, but I actually do that when before we start recording our own stuff and that as well. I yawn before we start recording.
Now, I know that people miss this in the first hour, which yeah, it is pretty much time for the break. But before I take the break, TC was talking about Brahmin milk being a ingredient in some of these recipes.
Yeah, in the recipes for the teas and coffees.
Oh, now hold on. Yeah, because as soon as he said that, I was like, no, no, I don't see Brahmin milk anywhere.
Yeah, it's for the teas and coffees. You need Brahmin milk.
Okay, so yeah, that is what he was talking about. He was saying that Brahmin milk is hard to come by.
Any ideas where you actually get Brahmin milk from?
I mean, I could be a smartass and say Brahmin, but in reality, I have no idea. I don't think I've ever come across it, to be honest. So, so yeah, that brings up a poignant question. Where the hell are we going to get Brahmin milk? You can't milk the Brahmin, right?
I don't think so. Um, I'm just looking it up, see if...
Yeah. You definitely want several classic glazed. Classic sweet roll. I do not remember the sweet rolls ever looking like that. In this game, it looks like a...
Yeah, it's a Skyrim rep.
That's exactly what I was kind of thinking. Yeah, okay.
Make one, drop it, and pick it back up. Like, put it back into your inventory.
Okay. Let's see. Go to aid. Classic sweet roll. Drop one. That's funny. That is funny. So yeah, in case there was any doubt in my mind, it's definitely a nod to Skyrim. That's hilarious. Might be able to... Yeah, that's true. In fact, let me try that now. Really need to drop some of this shit. My vendor.
It's the only one that causes it. Causes that audio.
That's hilarious. No, Di was suggesting maybe you could buy the Brahmin milk off of the vendor. That might very well be it.
Yeah, maybe. And I'm trying to
Well, I'm going to leave you to it, and when we come back from this break, we'll do some more baking. Again, we're baking with donuts today.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a smoke, and I will be right back.
Alright, Han. Talk soon.
Alrighty. Friends, I needn't tell you that the latest craze affecting these United States of America is that of the fallout shelter, perhaps the only line of defense between your family and total nuclear annihilation. There's plenty of options on the table and plenty of companies that are offering you protection. But we here at Automatic Games think that it would be wise for you to explore all of your options. To do just that, we're going to turn it over to our friend Miles Upshore from WFUQ News to have a look at just one of those options. Now let's talk about your life and the life of your family. Our top scientists and government agencies concerned with home defense state flatly that shelter is our best defense against radioactive fallout. These are the facts. Number 1. In a nuclear war, radioactive fallout would threaten more people than either blast or heat. Number 2. Inexpensive home shelters offer the best protection between you and the radiation. Very simply, a fallout shelter could save your life in a nuclear war.
This is the reason that the Office of Civil Defense and Mobilization strongly urges that every family build a shelter in its home. They've developed reasonable shelter plans to suit nearly every home, every budget. Mr. Richard Head of the Office of Civil Defense and Mobilization is here on site to talk about such shelters for your homes. Now, Richard, I understand that your office has been hard at work designing and developing these shelters. Now, tell me, are they similarly priced?
No, they vary in cost. Some are as low as $100, and others may cost as much as $2,500.
Do the big Vault-Tec shelters provide more protection?
Not necessarily. Some cost more because they're bigger or fancier or harder to build. The degree of protection depends on the shielding, but all of our shelters provide adequate shielding to protect against death and sickness.
Now, when you talk about shielding, what exactly are you talking about? Is it made of a particular substance that is unattainable?
Concrete, bricks, earth, or sand are some of the cheaper materials, dense enough to give ample protection without taking up too much room. There's about the same amount of shielding effect in 8 inches of concrete as in 12 inches of earth, or 16 inches of books, or 30 inches of wood.
I see.
This is our most popular shelter, a real do-it-yourself kind. It was developed because of its low cost, usually less than $200 for materials, and because of its adaptability to most basements. It can be built bigger or smaller.
That's awfully small. It's just a model, right?
Well, this shelter gives excellent protection. It reduces the radiation to a small fraction of that outside, enough to save your life.
Wow.
This is an above-ground double-wall shelter.
We have settlement builders watching. Could they build this themselves?
I wouldn't advise it unless you're a particularly talented handyman. We recommend this design, especially in areas where water or rock is close to the surface. This is a good shelter anywhere in the country where it's impractical to build an underground shelter. Notice the 2 walls of concrete blocks are built apart, actually at least 20 inches, and the space between is filled with sand or gravel. The roof could be either concrete covered with gravel or heavy wooden beams.
Now, how much would this shit set us back, Dick?
The material would cost around $700. Contractors' costs vary in different parts of the country.
Fact.
Now, this next model, the underground concrete shelter, can be built by a contractor for about $1,000 to $1,500. This type of shelter gives almost total protection from radiation. As you can see by these models, each shelter is a closed unit. Your shelter must be enclosed from all directions because the radiation can come at you from all sides.
Sure.
We also recommend that all shelters have a right-angled entrance, since radiation tends to travel in straight lines. This kind of entrance cuts the danger.
Do all of your shelter things offer the same degree of protection?
Well, not the same protection, but they all give adequate protection.
Good.
So do other designs that meet OCDM specifications. Let me demonstrate.
Oh, okay, a demonstration.
This is a radioactive solution.
Fuck
Not
me.
enough to harm us, though.
Oh, good.
Now watch as I place a few drops on this tissue placed on top of the shelter.
Take it easy now.
Now listen as I monitor with this Geiger counter.
Ooh, a Geiger counter.
See, the clicking indicates extensive radiation. Now listen as I put the monitor inside the shelter.
Ooh.
No clicking, no radiation. The point to remember about radiation is this. The more of any kind of shielding, the better the protection.
Are blueprints available for public digestion, Doctor?
Yes, the plans are all included in this booklet, Family Fallout Shelter.
Oh, fun.
A free copy is available to anyone, either through their local civil defense office or by writing Post Office Box, Home Shelter, Battle Creek, Michigan.
Outstanding. Thank you for that fantastic demonstration and for that heads up, Dr. Head. Albeit with models. Well, you've learned the facts. You've learned where to get the necessary information from Dr. Head. Now it's up to you, and every one of you, to do what you can to defend your family from that moment when the Chinese decide to kill us all. Just remember, while fallout shelters are readily available, the accoutrements and knickknacks that one would desire while within are not. They are only available through the Automatic Company out of Columbus, Ohio. So, when you do decide to go underground, take with you those toys to pleasure the children and appliances to distract the wife. This has been Miles Upshore with WFUQ News, now returning you to your regularly... to your... Can we do that again?
No.
We can't, seriously?
No.
Okay.
Jesus.
To your regularly scheduled programming.
Okay. You know, it was amateur hour the first hour, so we're just going to start the damn thing over. We're going to pretend that we're just starting fresh. I'm doing the
Welcome
fucking
back,
intro again. Salutations, seriously compromised streamers. That was directed toward myself. Automatic here for Automatic Games. And we butchered the first hour of this, so why not start again like the first hour never fucking happened. Welcome aboard.
Does that mean I joined right at the start of the stream?
You did. You did.
Okay,
Well, I gotta introduce you, right? I mean...
I don't think I need any introduction.
Oh, well, that's rather presumptuous. I'm joined right out the gate by a very presumptuous Sushi Cat. Sushi Cat Gamer, welcome aboard. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good. I'm doing the same.
No, I was just looking at the names in the chat, and everyone pretty much knows who I am.
Yeah, that's true. TC Games. TC Games. TC Games. Par for the course, folks. I'm also joined by TC Games. Anyways, tonight is just a clusterfuck. So here we go. Oh, we've got a Japik O'Death with us. Japik, how you doing tonight?
Just fine, thanks. Sorry, again, to detract from your channel, bud.
No, if you honestly did detract from my channel during the first hour, then I owe you a gratitude of thanks. Because, man, the first hour was piss poor. It was amateur hour.
Were like button presses, or was it like crashing again?
Well, no, I ran this whole intro part, and none of my audio was coming across, so it was just the stupid song. Jesus, TC, welcome aboard.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Sorry. I thought it was muted, but I should have known that it rebooted and screwed me up.
That's all good.
I apologize.
That's all right.
We apparently killed another bug.
That was a big one. That was
well,
a rad roach.
Well, it's kind of funny. Electrician didn't do the wiring correctly, like I had hoped he would have, and unfortunately they had to upgrade our fuse box, so we have these arc fuse protectors. So if you get a power arc, it trips the breaker. And it finally dawned on me one day, it's because I have a bug zapper on the same line because electrician changed out the lines. So as I was leaving, I noticed that my internet was down. So I go in and check the router. Sure enough, it's red. So I go back out, check the refrigerator. It's dead. I go over, flip the circuit breaker, come back, have to reboot the router a couple of times. And of course, I'm doing construction. So that was the plastic bag that got entangled up in my headset. Apologize for that.
That's all good.
So all that for that.
Well, there you go. That's
Okay,
Jesus. I was just talking about how the first hour was amateur hour. Then,
What?
I was just talking about how the first hour was amateur hour. I was telling Japik that I didn't say a damn thing over the intro music. It didn't dawn on me until after that was over that you couldn't hear my audio. And then you couldn't hear TC, who I was talking to the whole fucking time in the first hour. It wasn't until about like 5 minutes before the break somebody said, like, who's Otto talking to? And so I got that fixed. And so here at the top or the bottom, I don't know how the news broadcasters put it, of this second hour, we finally...
Bottom of the hour.
Yeah, the bottom of the hour, thank you. We finally got it straight. So that JPEG is what I was talking... Plus, people are asking me questions like, oh, JPEG's your competition now and shit. And I'm having to field stuff like that. I know, right? Putting me on the spot.
No, I can't compete with you, Otto.
No, see, Oh, that reminds me. Sergeant Stevens is like, so I'm watching both streams, and JPEG just says your stream can't hold a candle to his, and I'm like, no, he might have said that, but I
I
bet you're
actually no.
stirring the pot.
No, I actually told him to tell you that. I was stirring the pot.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So Stevens, I'm sorry because apparently you were being sincere.
You're being played.
Well, shit.
No,
So,
I'm sorry. I really wasn't trying to like. It was being sarcastic.
well, I told him my gut response to any of that from TC, who people couldn't hear. So I mean, they just thought I was talking to myself. Or from Stevens was like, well, I'm the new kid on the block. And by the way, if I am, I'm going to be Jordan of the 5 new kids. That would be me. No, maybe not. Anyways, and my gut response was, well, I'm the new kid on the block. JPEG's been streaming like a hell of a lot longer than I have. So, I encourage anybody to stream up against me anytime. In fact, I was telling people, if they want to stick around and watch a baking show, they can, but they should probably go watch some retro gaming because it's going to be a little more exciting than join me for baking donuts. But
Yeah, no, I hadn't intended to run that long. So
Well, what was funny though is I'm sitting here giggling the whole time because I wasn't going to bring it up while he was doing his show. Is how many people were watching both? Because I've seen the comments in both channels.
that's fine by me.
I had absolutely no beef with JPEG streaming. My beef was with you pricks poking me with sticks left and right over it. That's what hurt. That's what made me shed tears. One tear. One ice cold tear. Anyways, Sushi Cat has been doing some research at her local library. On the interwebs. What did you find?
The most common thing I'm getting up is set up the shop. They're the most reliable sellers, but otherwise, shop stores will sell it on occasion, and you can find it as randomized loot.
Ooh. And this is in reference to Brahmin milk.
Yeah.
Oh, so there is a Brahmin milk thing to this.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's under coffees. So I looked under donuts when you'd said something about it. But yeah, it's under coffee.
Also, I wasn't watching both streams.
Yeah, no, she wasn't.
She's a purist, man. You got her heart. I can't touch her.
Yeah. No, I will vouch for that. Yeah, she did not watch both streams, so.
And TC, if she was watching JPEG's stream, I mean, you wouldn't just like cover for her or anything like that, would you? I mean, you'd be straight with me, right? I mean,
no, I'm being straight up. She was not in the other channel.
No,
she wasn't.
asleep until I joined Otto's stream.
Yeah, no, she logged in and she said hello and she popped right into here.
now, okay, whoa! How do you know all of that?
Huh?
Never mind.
No, how did I? No, you just broke up. That was because I was watching both myself.
Yeah.
That's why I was giggling watching the commenters go back and forth. It was hilarious.
Yeah, you see, how he knows is that he was just watching me through my window.
That's what I was afraid of. It's just borderline creepy when he said, like, she logged in and she immediately got on your stream. That's a lot of insight.
Hey, Foreign, how are you, hon? Welcome to the stream.
Foreign Dribble God. Hi, gang. That's what he typed, just in case you think I just had some kind of stroke or something like that. That's what he typed. I was just reading it.
Oh, and Otto, at least know that I was straight up with you, and so you shouldn't be hurt.
I believe you and thank you. with question marks after both.
Hey, but I joined yours first.
That's true. That's true. And full disclosure, folks, you know I don't care. In fact, I encouraged you to check out JB's stream. So let's come off it and begin the second hour with no awkwardness left.
Yes, by all means. Carrying on.
Okay. So we have to go to vendors to get this shit? I mean,
FYI, we've got a logo.
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
I have a logo.
I don't have a
I'm
logo.
watching Otto play around with his coffee machine.
whew, I'm so
I
glad she
was.
said coffee
how about
machine.
Apparently, mine was paused.
I
Good
only laugh
information.
because it's not just me.
So then, in that case, FYI, I'm a tard.
Join the club. This
Just
is
small human error.
speaking of tards. Sorry, horrible segue here.
Sorry.
There's this place. It's like a council. It helps out people with mental disabilities, and it's called. I think it's called like the Central Ohio. Not agency. Central Ohio. Yeah, no, I think it is agency. So Central Ohio Agency for Retarded Citizens. Now, however, there was a time, like a couple years back, where they decided that retarded was offensive. So they scratched out retarded. So now it's the Central Ohio Agency for Citizens. So now, correct me if I'm wrong, I can go there and get help, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because they just kind of opened it up to everybody, is my guess. Horrible, but I had to say it.
Maybe I should move to Ohio.
It's no longer specified just for retarded folks. But yes, you should. You should. That would put us in close proximity, then you could stalk me. It might hamper your stalking of Sushi Cat, but
Well, actually, I'd be closer to stalking Cat because I actually live further away now than I would if I was in Ohio.
well, that's true. Yeah, she'd be right across the pond.
Yeah. Just break out my big old giant telescope.
Has anybody else seen these? I've never seen these boxes.
Yeah, they're common
Exactly.
in Slocum. I usually find them in the Slocum's Joe location.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
they're a craftable recipe for me.
Yeah. Well, see, I had not been in Slocum's Joe headquarters until this came out, and so that was my first knowledge that there was a recipe. I've heard them referred to, no, I never had them. But they're like Timbits or something, yeah. Except for they're filled with scalding hot coffee.
Okay, so back to the earlier question that no one heard on the
Just wear my
ramen
helmet.
milk.
Yeah.
Then it is in the mod, but there is no way to produce Brahmin milk then, right? Without adding the Brahmin mod?
I don't know. It depends on. The only way you're going to get an answer is if Kat came across that information as well.
I didn't find any information regarding mod.
Yeah, because it was very limited as far as being able to even find Brahmin milk. And So, like I said, there's a mod that's Milk the Brahmin, where you can actually have a settler milk it. And that would be the only way to get this to work, which I kind of think is silly that they added Brahmin milk when it's not in the game.
I think
Yeah,
it's silly that you
I
can't
mean,
use the
it's
milk of human kindness.
Yeah, yeah,
Just saying.
exactly. Milk the game for that one, yeah.
Yeah,
It's about as non-existent.
right.
yeah, the only information I found was that it's generally sold at vendors more often at the Slocum Joe vendor itself,
Hmm.
and it's sometimes randomized loot.
Okay. So we can't just cage up or pen in a Brahmin and milk it. I wanted to milk a Brahmin.
Well, like I said, the easiest way would be to add the one Milk the Brahmin mod, and that would help produce Brahmin milk faster.
Then I could live out my fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Matter of fact, I think you can even get a settler to do it.
I wouldn't do that. I'd milk it myself. It's the kind of
Mm-hmm.
guy I am.
Oh, there you go. Which would be even funnier that you have all the Brahmin in the back of the store so you can go get milk.
It'd be, and this is a pre-war store, so that would be
Right,
even
right,
more
exactly.
odd. So JPEG, I saw Super Mario Brothers. I saw, what was it, Mario 3?
2.
2. Did you play anything after that, or?
No, I dropped it after 2.
Gotcha.
But no, it was fun.
That's the first time I've actually sat and watched that game since God only knows when.
You know, I actually had more fun with 2 than I did with 1.
Oh,
Like
did you?
just tonight.
Well, one seemed unforgiving, even though, didn't you say something along the lines of, if you die, it won't send you all the way back the way the vanilla game did, the 1985 version?
Yeah, basically because it's the All Stars version, they at least allow you to continue, which drops you back to whatever world you're in, 1. So if you're in section 4, then it drops you back to 4-1 instead of all the way back to 1-1. So that's a kind of a perk, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than the default, sending you all the way back. A stack of coffee cups. That'd be sweet if they offered that. I mean, I guess I could do that with well, I couldn't turn them upside down and stack them, but the glass coffee cups, do something with those.
Do anything you put your mind to, Otto. I believe in you.
I bet you could. I bet you could stack those upside down by flipping them around.
The coffee cups? Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you have to make them first, and they'd be full. But
Man, the glove's
Yeah,
been
but you
thrown.
have it
Yeah,
also has place anywhere, so that makes it a lot easier.
that's true.
Sergeant Stevens says that Denise could do it, so I think that means you can do it too.
Anything Denise can do, I can do better. No.
there you go.
No.
Yeah, that's a pretty bold statement considering how OCD she is with that fucking decorating.
Yeah, I couldn't hold a candle to what she can do. That's why I wish this was multiplayer. I'd send her a little check and be like, "Hey, can you come by my world?" And
It's like, yeah, Denise, can you come and decorate, please?
I have to admit there is a thing on PS4 called SharePlay, and I have to wonder if, in the right circumstance, if you could actually share play with somebody else who was like a builder, and you can virtually hand them a controller theoretically,
oh
so that
yeah,
somebody on the net that is your friend could actually play your game. That could be a cool concept, but I've never tried it. Not that she's on PS4 like me, but
no, she's on Xbox like me. Um,
do you
And
guys have a
games.
similar feature?
I don't know. I've heard that we
Um,
do. I don't know anything about it though.
I know that we can actually share games. Like, say for instance, I had a game you wanted to play, I could give you the authorization to play it.
Really?
But yeah, we had someone in the vanilla group that just kept begging everyone for for the ability to play Fallout 4, and pretty much everyone was like, "Yeah, you can play Fallout 4. Go ahead and buy it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
buy it, bitch.
Yep. Well, because when someone's
But
playing your game, then are you not allowed to play it? Because I mean, I can't
it's
see
like,
how you could both play it,
no,
really.
you don't. Yeah, you can't like share your actual game. It's just the game itself. So they have their own save and stuff, from what I understand.
Oh, I see. I see. What do we need? Donut mix. Hey, Maxwell, how are you? Folks, that's over in Discord.
You can make donut mix with razor grain and sugar bomb.
Oh yes, that was our first recipe tonight.
Yeah, I mixed it up. Sorry, that's I forget, what was her name? The cook that, she had her own television show. I mean, she's long dead now, but that's my attempt at doing her voice. But yeah, that was the first thing I cooked. That's one thing we got done during amateur hour.
That wasn't supposed to be Julia Childs, was it?
Just the way you phrase that, I'm going to say no. Yes. Yes, it was supposed to be, but it was very bad. I'm no Robin Williams. He did that, didn't he? Didn't he do a Julia Child impersonation? Yes, in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Was that officially an impersonation?
No. Nope. Nope. It was like Julia Child's bastard child. Julia Child's child. And bastard
Did you
child, too. The one she didn't claim.
did you guys ever actually go watch that movie when it came out? Julie, was it Julia, or the other way around?
Julia Julie would be the. No.
No, it was about a modern girl who was kind of recreating Julia Child's cookbook and talked about Julia's life and all these different things. It was actually in its own way kind of interesting, I thought, but I don't know, weird.
Huh. Oh, well, that'd be kind of cool, though. So somebody played Julia Child in it, then, right?
Meryl Streep, I think.
Okay, yep. I remember seeing that advertised. Never saw it, though. I did see the Iron Lady. Not Julia Child, but it was Margaret Thatcher, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was Margaret Thatcher.
That was not a bad movie. Stocking shelves, folks. Exciting times over here on OMG.
Yeah, absolutely riveting.
I mean, if you guys like this, you should see me collect tires. Because that's a thing, too. On rare occasion, I do that. I'm curious about this Brahmin milk, though. And Maxwell, you know you're welcome to join. Just in the case that you already asked and I missed it. There, this bitch is manning her station.
Yes.
Hey,
Got any
I'm
Brahmin
sure I have
milk?
something you need.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Great.
No. Nope, nope, nope. Huh. Well. Yeah, she is out of uniform.
You might have to fix that at some point.
Yeah, I've got to bring in a new broad because this is, since it's pre-war, I mean, just look at her
Got work
face.
to do. Can't talk now.
It's like,
You wouldn't really want her handling your food.
no. I don't know what she was into earlier today, but it does not look appetizing.
Is it just me, or is her nose like where the most concentration of dirt is?
It could very well be.
That's hilarious.
She's called a brown noser.
Lost
The GM's in town, okay?
Yeah, that's right. Try Carla. Yeah, honestly, Carla might be here. We are in Sanctuary. I gotta drop some of this stuff. I gotta put it in a container. Yeah, we'll just fill this container up with all these donuts for the time being. These donuts get heavy. They'll make you heavy too, I believe. Enough of them. Well, this many would.
Speaking of donuts, do you know who the let's see, how's it go? The luckiest guy at a or no, the most popular guy at a nude beach is?
Who?
The guy that can carry a dozen donuts and 2 cups of coffee.
That's disturbing. I just conjured it. You just conjured an image.
You feel that? I just put that in your brain. How'd you like that?
Yeah. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. Besides, if I told you that I did, that.
Wait. Where are you at? You can't carry 2 with one hand?
Two what?
Coffees.
2 coffees. Yes. It's just a question of where the donuts are going.
Your call.
I'm gonna leave that right where it is. Oh man. So who's got something else? Somebody else throw something out there.
I loved what Otto said. Sorry, no, what Oxhorn said about the pumpkin spice donut. Like, yeah, it requires. What is it? It's like 1 donut mix, 1 pure water, and you wear UGG boots.
You wear UGG boots. That sounds about right. Who was that said that?
Oxhorn, when he was talking about Slocum Joe mod. He just cracked me up.
That is funny.
And you can tell in that he's never really played Skyrim or anything. He's just like, I don't understand. Why is it making noises?
Huh.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of hilarious too.
He's like, is this a Grognak reference that I just don't get?
Oh shit. Oh, that's actually kind of surprising. That's a little disheartening. He doesn't know Skyrim. What the hell is everybody doing on the roofs? Oh well.
They planned it just to be creepy.
I guess so.
Well, the one thing I found interesting about that video, and I'm sure someone's already said it, but was the one
Hey, Carla.
where he
You
just
again.
read off every
Here to
single
trade?
thing for all of the items in there, and you're like going, "Holy cow, dude!"
I'll take a look. Sure.
Here's what I got.
Now, I used to watch Oxhorn more than I do now. I don't know. It's just, I think he's entertaining. I think he's informative. But yeah, I kind of dropped off in terms of keeping up with this stuff. I think, I watched, God, what was it? Where he's talking about it's his, what is it, cigars and, yeah, it's basically where it's just him, talking to the viewers.
At the beginning of his stream, like the first hour of his streams, he's usually just chatting with everyone.
Yeah, yeah. And so he was doing music. He was talking about doing music. Had some issues with the submissions he was getting music wise. I think that was the first time I watched a video of his, where I kind of thought like, "Damn, dude, chill out." Well, on the one hand, if you got a problem with the music, you need to find the right words to express to the musicians what they need to be doing differently. But I just thought I don't know. I had mixed feelings about that particular stream. He was having musicians submit music for, God, which one was it? It was one of his series. Yeah, okay, I'm thinking Fallout 3 DLC. The one where you go to the swamps. What the hell was the name of that?
Far Harbor?
No, in 3.
No, and I kept wanting to say Far Harbor
in
myself.
3, Point Lookout.
That's the one.
Yep, and so he was taking submissions for Point Lookout, and he had expressed to these people what he wanted. I think he had 2 on retention, and he had gotten the submissions. He was talking about how stressed out he was because he wanted to release that first video, and this was going to be the intro music. And then he started playing the music and was, well, rather critical of it. And I don't know why that rubbed me wrong. I just thought, like, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of bizarre. Because, one, I thought, you may even be paying these musicians. But at the same time, now you're playing their stuff and you're kind of blasting it. And I just thought, like, man, you know what? If any band that I've ever been involved with was doing the music for you and we saw that stream, the next copy we would send you, the next submission, would be absolute shit on purpose. Just because you don't start playing the shit for your subscribers and start blasting it. I don't know. It just seemed like a roast. This isn't to say that I, like, totally lost all interest in Oxhorn or his channel. I just kind of thought, like, dude, you could have handled that way differently. But I might have been the only one here that saw that.
I don't know. I don't actually watch his live streams.
Ah, gotcha. Maxwell Von Dugan, I presume.
You would presume correct?
Oh, that's good. Being presumptuous doesn't usually pay off. For me.
Yeah, Kat's got it down to a science. You need to get her.
Yep.
You need to get her
I
keynotes
don't
or
know
something.
how she does it.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
How you
man,
doing?
how are you today?
Welcome.
So happy I'm home.
Yeah, you said that you almost missed the last verse.
Well, yesterday I had a slight issue. I missed the bus last night to get home, and I had to spend the whole night in my store with dripping water. It was quite fun.
That sucks.
And I literally had to stay on the floor because it was cleaned out, you know. I had nothing in there. I had to go in there and inspect the building. And when I went over to catch the bus, I just barely missed it, and it was the last bus for the night.
Oh, man.
So I had to spend the night there.
Yeah, that
Luckily,
sounds like
I'm
a
a
pretty
big guy.
shitty experience. Luckily
Luckily, I'm
what?
a big guy, and I had a pretty good winter jacket, so it's kind of coldish. Because the power's not technically on, and, you know, no power, no heat.
Yeah, that... Damn.
And the
That
floor
sucks.
was soggy. So I had a lovely time.
Yikes.
Neighbor next to my store gave me he knew that I was having problems with leaky roof because he was going through the same thing, but the store owner next to me does I don't know what it's called, but it's like has a lot of bunch of different stuff, like a thrift store or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's more older stuff. So he allowed me to use a I guess it's for horses to drink out of. Big bucket.
Okay.
I dragged that over, and it's a lot
Please
better than the buckets that
you
I was
slept
using.
in it.
What's that?
That's all I heard was all night long. Dink, dink, dink.
It's like, no, I was just saying, it's like, please don't tell me you slept in it.
Oh, no.
A trowel. He slept in a trowel.
My way of keeping myself not going completely insane was counting the drops because I couldn't sleep again.
If you're a stealth build, these sizzling strawberry donuts are for you. ×2 multiplier to sneak attacks for 5 minutes.
Yeah, they are. A few of the donuts are really overpowered.
I guess so. That is just bizarre. Like, you ever wanted to kill somebody in their sleep? Try one of these strawberry donuts, man. In fact, take a few with you.
Hey, welcome back, Sarge.
Hey, Sarge, welcome back. Did I add the backsplash?
Sarge.
No. No, that's... You mean on the donut fryer? No, that's there. I think.
Oh, you know what? I forgot one thing.
Hey, I was going to interject on the nose issue on the lady at the register. She had poor service or gave poor service, so they got a chocolate donut in the face.
Oh, yeah, shit. Until you said donut in the face, just when you were talking about poor service, brown shit all over her nose, I don't know. My mind went somewhere else. My mind's like way in the gutter. I just thought, like, yeah, that's really poor service. That's actually like way off the mark. And whoever she was servicing definitely needs some of those moist wipes.
Hey,
Or
TC,
something.
thank you for giving me the site to kid on Otto's channel.
No problem.
It didn't come to my email, so I didn't know.
Ah, good looking out, TC. Well, that's the other thing. TC said he never got a notification for tonight's stream, which, you know...
I did find it. It was just further back than I thought. got a bunch of other emails on top of it, but I did find it. I just thought it would be more recent.
Ah, gotcha.
And it was further back with all the other stuff I had, so I did get it.
Okay, so
Yeah, it just takes a while to find them.
so at least that aspect of amateur hour, you know, the notifications went out. At least that's good.
Yeah.
'Cause I tell you, that first hour was,
My notification didn't come through.
huh? Thanks, YouTube.
I don't check my email though. I get a little pop up on the side of the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me too.
I don't get, like, I'll get one in like 5 stream notifications. It's like JPEG's notification didn't come through either.
Huh?
That's okay. You didn't
I
like
don't
visit me
check
anyhow.
my email. Oh my god. Let's put it this way: in a day's worth, out of all the people I talked to on YouTube and my business, people contacts in the world, I got 85 a day. I found that out yesterday.
85 emails.
Emails a day.
Yeah. Well, it is something when you start a business. You get hit left, right, and center with just about everything.
Most of the stuff I get are stupid commercials and people trying to sell me. I'm like, hello.
Oh yeah,
I'm trying to sell you, not the other way around.
Oh, tell me about it, man. Yeah, I know that. That's when we opened our restaurant. I shit you not, for the first few weeks. Now, we didn't have a grand opening until maybe after our first month, and so much of our traffic was solicitors. Coming in just like you say, trying to sell us shit, and it's like, get the fuck out of my store. You come in here and you're trying to sell us shit. You won't even get a damn Coke. Now, I tell you, one of the only solicitors that we worked with, he came in and had lunch. And ended up being a hell of a guy, too. But, he kind of set the bar for us. It was like, he came in and he purchased stuff. That was key. He didn't just come in and lean up against the counter and just pitch his shit to us while we're trying to make people's food. Oh, I hated that shit. Hated it so much, and every other phone calls. The thing is, as soon as you go on record with the city as having a new business, every fucking salesman in the city knows about you and wants to come in and hawk their shit to you. And it's just annoying. So annoying.
That is not lying. That's happened to me so many times.
Oh yeah. I don't doubt it. I think it happens to anybody that goes into business, brick and mortar.
Especially if you're a small business, too.
Bless you, cat.
Thank you.
Somebody needs to get that damn kitty out of here.
Man,
Wait,
I kid you
there's
not.
a cat
that
in the donut
just
shop?
like it. Sounded just like a
unsanitary.
damn cat. That's wild.
Actually, what am I doing?
I tried to actually mute that time as well. I should stop just trying because I never pick up the thing to mute.
You want to make it weird looking? Put one off centered. So it looks like they're using it.
I mean, well, there you go. This one over here is off center.
There you go.
I just didn't want to fully stock because just thinking about the restaurant, our shelves were never fully stocked. We weren't that good about shit like that.
Well, you got too much stock and you got things going to waste, too.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Hey, how about putting one on the floor and make it look like you knocked one over?
So, speaking of necessities for the restaurant, you're going to want some of those black rubber mats down in front of the fryers.
Yeah, good call.
And did you ever find out if those doors were going to work for you? For the kitchen?
I couldn't find him. I saw where he got him, but
The Otto doors?
No, like swinging doors, like old school bar doors.
Oh, yeah.
I could
The
not find
ones...
them in mine because it was USO.
Well,
And then
Denise makes
when
them
I
of
went
her
through my
own.
doors, they weren't there.
No, it's not in the doors category. It's in the counters category.
Oh my God, are you serious? How did I miss that?
I don't know. I put it in the text and everything.
Jesus. Okay. Let's see. It's gonna be
Alright,
furniture.
TC. Talk soon, hun.
Ba, 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 ba. Tables, counters, fancy wood.
I don't remember his being in another category like fancy wood. Try just the end of the counter category, or there's a miscellaneous maybe.
There they are. There they are. Holy shit. Come on, get green.
You probably need to sync them.
You're probably going to have to actually put them in with Place Anywhere.
Yeah, which means I have to place them first. I think, yeah, Maxwell's right. I need to sync them. Actually, I can't
That's
save
what
them.
most of stuff nowadays are. You have to sync them and then pull them out of the ground. It's stupid.
Okay. Looks like they're vibrating a little bit. There we go. Oh, wait.
Most people have to pay extra for that feature.
I know. No, we get them. We get it built in here. Hell yeah. That's pretty cool. Let's do it again. What's that? Yeah, they're under counters.
Counter. All right.
Who'd have thunk? I had been told, but I still. That is nice.
We're going to have to thank Unibros for those.
Yeah. Now, the other doors. Here's what I really want. I want a metal door, like this or whatever, but I want it to have the little porthole window. You know what I'm talking. Yeah, you see it in restaurants a lot. You know what I mean?
I think of it more like the old school, 50s restaurants. You know, they have those little 8-inch round windows.
Yeah.
The ones I can think of that is the whole door is like a boat door.
Right, yeah. In fact, I think I just went by it when I was looking through doors, but that's not. I mean, that's like a heavy bulkhead door. I'm thinking, like JPEG says, it kind of comes, you think of the 50s, the 1950s, which, classy restaurant or whatever. But yeah, they do not have them. I've already looked for them, unless they're under freaking desks or something.
When I came in, when you guys were talking about Oxhorn, what was that about?
Well, I was over at his place last Thursday, and he was giving me a piggyback ride, and I threw out his back, and he started to beat on me with a rubber dildo. And I got upset, and I spit, and got in his beard.
I only
and,
ask is because there's something here I haven't seen yet, and it's Michelangelo, the man who made New Vegas glow.
Yeah, it's
Fallout
his
4,
new
Fallout
video.
New Vegas lore.
Yeah, that's his new video.
I was wondering if that was what you guys were talking about.
No.
Oh. Huh. Didn't mean
Well, Otto, I'm really sorry, but apparently I'm not actually as awake as I thought I was, and I'm sort of drifting.
Understandable. It's the middle of the night for you.
Yeah, it's like 7 a.m. here.
Or, yeah, or 7 and 8 a.m. I mean, I don't know. I'm just hazarding a guess. Well, yeah, get some sleep.
Yeah, so it's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Well, thanks for coming by. Sorry that it was limited to baking.
Oh no, it's fine. I actually really enjoy baking, so this is this is like you designed the stream for me.
Aw.
And now I'm going to bed.
I enjoy barbecue.
Well,
have a
all
good day,
right.
Cat.
Yep.
Take care, Cat.
I'll talk to you all later.
Alrighty.
Also, if you need anything re-recorded or if you want anything extra, just let me know. But Mort's not over at mine at the moment, so we won't be able to record it until he's back over, probably in a couple of weeks' time.
That's cool. Yeah, well, I mean, I've listened to everything, and everything sounded great, so I don't think I'll require that, but I really do appreciate the offer, and I definitely appreciate what you did. That was a long recording, and only because the script was so damn long.
we were we recorded for like, I think it was like 5 additional hours.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I'll catch you all again soon, and everyone have fun.
Take care.
Yeah. Have a good night, guys.
You too, Cat.
Bye.
Yeah, she did record an obscene amount of stuff, and honestly, just because the script I gave her was ridiculous. That was for the Minecraft series, and for excuse me, a what was it? For a commercial. Yeah.
Would there be any of those mats under the fryer? Just curious.
I don't know. There could be, but that doesn't. They don't have to be, I should say. The health inspector wouldn't nail you on that.
They'd just be pleased there wasn't any rad roaches.
Yeah, that's true.
That would scare the crap out of them. I know I saw a really big one this morning when I was playing Fallout.
That's okay, in Fallout. I thought you meant in real life, like a real roach, not a rat roach, obviously. But
I got home real early. Took the first bus home.
Yeah, I would think you would take the first bus after missing the last bus.
Yep.
Well, folks, I'm going to take another break real quick. I asked everybody in chat. You can continue to chat because I'm going to lower the volume there. But for those of you sticking around, I will see you on the other side. I'll be right back.
Okay, boss.
busy you, in and out of doors every day. Think how much dust and dirt settle on your skin. And makeup clings to your skin, too, and clogs pores. That's why your face needs a thorough cleansing each day. And that's why cleansing tests were made by an independent testing laboratory. This same kind of dirt was made just radioactive enough to register on a Geiger counter. Leading cleansing creams, complexion soaps, and Dorothy Gray Salon Cold Cream were used to remove this dirt. The Geiger counter proved that Dorothy Gray Salon Cold Cream cleanses up to 2.5 times more thoroughly than any soap or other cleansing cream tested. When you cleanse with Dorothy Gray Salon Cold Cream, you know you remove dirt. And more important, you remove every trace of makeup which can clog your pores. That's why Salon Cold Cream is especially recommended for a young complexion. A clean skin is a healthy skin, and your skin will look smoother and clearer when you use Dorothy Gray Salon Cold Cream. It's so quick and easy, too. Takes no more time than improper cleansing. For particulars of this Geiger counter story, write for this test booklet to Dorothy Gray Limited, Box 18, Grand Central Station, New York City.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, and when I first bought my original Xbox, I got the red ring of death.
You know it, you love it. It's Nuka-Cola, the taste treat sensation that has taken the country by storm. You're already quite familiar with our product, but did you know that every single bottle begins its life at our beverage production facility and bottling plant, where state-of-the-art mass production machinery fine crafts each and every vessel to our very own specifications? Next, the bottles are filled with that wondrous cola America has come to embrace. Finally, they're adorned with a collectible cap, which you can trade in for valuable Nuka-Cola merchandise. One look at our fancy machinery, and one might wonder if our inspection process is less than keen. Boy, would you be mistaken, as our diligent employees hand inspect every single bottle coming off the line, making our quality control unparalleled in the industry. When it does come off the line, Nuka-Cola is loaded onto our atomic-powered vehicles and delivered to your local grocer, ultimately winding up in your icebox. For all but the least gracious hostess know that Nuka-Cola is best served cold or on the rocks. You won't regret it, and your guests will remember it for some time to come. But the cozy household is not the only place to imbibe our beverage. Nuka-Cola is available at soda fountains from coast to coast, quality and quantity, making it the most accessible, brisk beverage in the business. Enjoy one when you're shooting the breeze or taking in a show. No matter the occasion, Nuka-Cola is always ripe for the drinking. Infused with preservatives, it lasts longer than milk. Riddled with flavor, it tastes better than its competitors. So next time you're lounging around the abode or even entertaining, have Nuka-Cola on hand and have it cold just how you like it. Consumers agree there is no substitute. You keep drinking, and we'll keep producing this fine, fine tabletop beverage. Now Joyce here knows what a good time is all about. She's entertaining her girlfriends, and not just with ho-hum feminine chatter. Nuka-Cola gives them the spunk they need to keep the evening alive. They're having so much fun that dear old Dad is even there, and boy does he like a refreshing Nuka-Cola. And why not? It's the best in the business. So next time you're visiting the Super Duper Mark or your local soda fountain, ask for Nuka-Cola. And remember, quality and quantity. We have all the bases covered, and thanks to your support, we're hitting it out of the park. So thank you, America, and you're welcome. Order a case today and we'll deliver it straight to your home. And in doing so, you'll get this toy blaster for the children or for the children at heart. It makes a fantastic bedroom toy. You know it, you love it. The taste treat sensation that's sweeping the nation.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
back, Otto.
And thanks to those that stuck around after the break, we are in our final hour of exciting stocking shells and baking donuts. And once that's concluded, it's just a matter of bringing settlers in here to fill the various roles of Say it right, Otto. Slocum's Joe staff and customers. I say it right because I know I've talked about this before. Slocum's Joe or Slocum Joe's is what I want to say. It's what everyone wants to say. But no, they pulled a fat. Yeah, they're screwing with us. Is what it boils down to. Now, I'm going to attempt to get another coffee tin. Items and equipment. Miscellaneous. And again, special thanks to Gary for telling me where the hell this is. I want to say I remember. It's houseware, deskware. I mean, what the hell? Coffee tin. Because that goes on your desk.
I disagree, but whatever.
Yep. You and me both. Just kind of one of the last places I would have thought to look.
This is what I was doing with the Predwin quest, finding coolant for their engines.
Oh, yeah.
Good old cheat mod.
You know, speaking of the...
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, speaking of the Pridwin, they've got that mod where you can have the Pridwin player home.
Mm-hmm.
How daunting is that?
I have that accidentally. I don't know how I got it. I don't know what mod gave it to me.
I saw somebody who was trying to decorate it, and he's having a hell of a time filling it up.
Exactly. Yeah, that would be my problem.
And that's just the main area, and then the first 3 rooms you come into. I don't even know what he's doing with the rest of the damn place.
That's just it. I mean, it's huge, and they clear out the whole thing, don't they? So I mean, it's up to you to decorate the entire damn Zeppelin.
I must have a different mod then. Mine's like a separate room.
That's Eleonora.
Oh, okay. Is it Eleonora?
Yeah.
Oh, you can literally clean out the whole room, but then you can put whatever you want inside it.
No, that's a different mod. That's the Predwin base player home mod. It's a whole separate one where you basically turn it into a floating air base.
Oh, mine's just a room. I have no clue which mod it came with, because I didn't get any specific mods for the Brotherhood because, frankly, I don't really like them.
Oh, okay.
But for the sake of Otto's channel, I like them.
Hey, I've got no loyalties to the Brotherhood. One of my characters does, but I don't know. The Brotherhood they're kind of an enigma, right? I mean,
I don't like what they represent.
Sure, I can understand that.
Martial law is not a fun thing to think about.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean, I won't apologize for the Brotherhood of Steel. That's for sure. But they, I don't know. I wouldn't go so far as to call them Nazis. I've seen that. But then again, people love to throw around that. People love to call others Nazis, as if that wasn't just a one-time thing in American history. Not in American history, in world history, sorry. I guess they do.
I was about to say, come on, Otto.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say they're just like the military trying to get martial law. The Minutemen are like freedom fighters, pretty much.
Yeah, I look at the Minutemen as almost too idealistic to be a viable, a lasting military force. Of course, You could undermine my statement by winning the game with the Minutemen, and then, in fact, they are a lasting military force. But
Well, they are. They're militia.
yeah, there's something to their idealism that I just kind of look at as fruitless. But then, you know, contrasting that with the Brotherhood, shit, man. I mean, I don't know. Talk amongst yourselves, because I don't know what to say about the Brotherhood, to be honest.
That bucket up there, did you enlarge it?
No, that's
That vanilla one up there by the proxy?
Yeah, that's a normal. That's a normal size.
No, it's not.
It's an enamel bucket.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Now that you mention it, it's quite large, but I did not enlarge it at all. I swear, that is the size of an enamel bucket. Yeah.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
You're losing your mind.
Jesus
the enamel
Christ.
buckets are more like pots. Unlike there's just a metal bucket, which is more like a pail.
Yeah. You're making me do this. And if I can't find it in less than a minute, I'm giving up. Where were we?
If you can find it.
Right. Miscellaneous. Oh, man. This is as daunting as the Pridwin player home. Houseware. Let's try houseware. Christ, I don't know. Cleaning? Nope, it's not under cleaning.
What about cookware? If you back up from here.
Pots. We'll try pot. Oh, we'll try other. All this to prove what I already know is true.
I think you enlarged it.
I didn't, I swear. Other.
Some giants walking around with an enamel bucket.
See, for us, we have a we got to go to a chemistry station.
Yeah.
And tell it to craft whatever item we want to, and it'll make it. So that's
what PS4 does.
We don't have to worry about 50 menus to try to dig into something and find out what they're talking about.
Right.
You say, look at the junk, and it gives you all the junk, which is a very long list, by the by.
Yeah, but at least it's in alphabetical order, right?
Yes.
Would be my guess.
Yep.
Buckets. I've got buckets. We've got untarnished metal bucket, enamel bucket. Let's do an unused enamel bucket. Okay, let's drop this thing on the floor so we can just drop it on Shell's lap.
Did you get a regular metal bucket too?
No. Should I have? What, to compare and contrast? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, he was saying that you enlarged it is all. So to take two base items and drop them next to each other, then you can at least see them.
Okay. Miscellaneous. Where did I get that? Garageware? Yeah, I think so. Buckets. Let's do the untarnished metal bucket.
Surely there's a mop bucket somewhere in this place.
Yeah, that's true. You could definitely place a bucket. It's under junk. Here you go. So, there's the two buckets. Oh, I'm going to show it to you. I wonder... Yeah, of course, Bethesda, of course. It's not really... Okay. Let's lift this up here for you to
The
see.
one up there looks a lot bigger than what you have right there.
That's because they trim back the bushes. You know how that goes.
Good night. Good night on a whim. Thanks for taking the
Holy
time.
snot.
Night,
That
Di.
is the same size. I've never seen that in the game.
Maybe
Bam.
you're just not looking hard enough.
Apparently not.
The only pot that's bigger than that, somewhere I've got a
It's
cooking
a
pot
stew
that's like
pot.
is that which one it is?
Yeah. That's what I thought he used or made the enamel one and enlarged it.
Well, I'm glad that I could convince you that I hadn't manipulated
Where
my
the heck
buckets.
would that be in the game?
The where would it be? Vaults.
Yeah.
Vaults have them. That's the most common place I see them anyhow.
What I use in my settlements is everything I pick up, unless I, can't find one or didn't find one, then I use my cheat mod. Or if I just didn't want to screw around with it because I just got that stupid quest. I just wanted to get that quest done and over with because I'm running around with, since I beat the game with the Minutemen, I wanted to get all the perks minus Cage because I killed him right off bat. I'm running around with Dents or whatever his name is.
Dents.
That's what I call him. I'm running around with him right now, and I'd like to get his perk, but
that doesn't go there.
certain areas I can't do now because I got a Brotherhood running around with me.
Oh yeah. See, so as much as you dislike the Brotherhood, you're actually keeping company with them.
You definitely proved me wrong. It looked like it was enlarged. Nothing wrong having enlarged, but I mean, it just looked like it was enlarged.
Are we still talking about buckets? Enamel buckets?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that. That's huge.
Yeah.
Maybe it's even more bigger looking because you're looking up at it.
That could be. Yeah, like an optical illusion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, try some of the vaults, and that's where you're most likely to find them.
All right.
Maybe Vault 114 has a few of them. Pretty sure.
You haven't made Mama Murphy's her chair yet, huh?
No. She doesn't get a chair.
I haven't given her a chair either.
Yeah.
You give her a chair, she doesn't move.
Yeah, that's true. It's a nice chair too, but nobody else can use it but her.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost TC. I don't know if he had a power spike again, but just in case, have a good evening, TC. And truth be told, folks, we're in our final 35 minutes. And I'm not sure. We've got a lot of donuts to set down. That's about the long and short of it. And some boxes to put in this office, I guess, to clutter it up.
Do they have like regular donut boxes as part of the mod, or like if you went to go buy a dozen donuts?
Yeah, they've got here if build menu ever shows up here.
You could get one of those.
Here they are.
Cardboard boxes that are actually open and put donuts inside it like they're getting ready to pack them.
I think I know what you're talking about, the white ones.
They won't be those kind. It'll be looking like an actual donut. Or you could put some of the ingredients in a box. Like a
Okay,
cardboard
yeah,
box.
I could see that. I could see
Like
that for
your
sure.
tins, your coffee tins.
Yeah, yeah,
Put it
I could
maybe in the
dig that.
manager's room. Like he just opened up a fresh box and the tins are inside it.
Where the hell were boxes?
Be the one below. The picture with the blue picture.
Wait, what? The one below.
I believe it's USO.
Oh, okay, yeah. Baskets, barrels, and boxes. I see. Yep. Honestly, even a lot of these closed boxes.
Yours is all set up weird compared to mine. Yeah.
Why am I not surprised? Yeah,
one of the open ones.
Right, right. I was just kind of surfing through to take a look at them.
Yeah.
Because honestly, he's going to have a bunch of boxes stacked in here. So, that being the case, maybe some crates on the bottom. Just to take up more space.
Well, Otto, your place is looking good here, bud.
Thank you, sir. You heading off to bed?
I am, yeah. Sorry.
No need to apologize.
It's late.
Yep.
Gotta get some rest.
Sleepy time creeps up with us all. Creeps up on us all.
It's not late at all.
Yeah, that coming from Shell. Don't let that stop you. David. Shell's always awake. But hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for coming by and checking it out.
Always, dude.
Congrats on the retro stream.
Oh, well, thanks.
Are you gonna get that? I don't mean to keep you, but are you? What are you thinking about the 160 games cartridge?
I'm gonna have to go visit it this weekend.
Okay,
and I'm gonna see what's on it, see if I think it's gonna be worth it or not. You know, browse the titles, play the ones I'm interested in, make sure that they're not, in Japanese.
Oh, yeah, that would be a problem.
And, if there's only 3 titles I'm interested in, then it's not worth the money.
No, right.
The retro game I haven't seen in a long time, and it's Nintendo Duck Hunt. Remember with the actual gun?
I do, and you could still buy those at retro stores.
Really?
That have them, but yeah, I wouldn't play that one.
It without the gun?
I'm not. There's no playing it without the gun, but you have to buy the game and the gun, and I don't know how the tech works. For all I know, it doesn't even work on a plasma TV.
Yeah,
it's light sensitive.
Yeah, that's a good call. Well, all right. Well, hope to catch you soon. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me. Good night, gentlemen, and any ladies that are out there left.
Good night.
Hey, Otto, do you have
I don't know who that lady was.
Do you have remember where you're at? Do you have the star, like for NPCs?
Yeah.
That you could spawn in?
Yep.
You do or you don't?
Yeah, I do. Yes.
Grab your Mr. Handy box if you want to. You know how they had like the Mr. Handys all over the place at the beginning.
Yeah.
You'd have him like have one new one in the box or old one depending on which way you want to do it, and then go to your star and go to the Mr. Handy section. Go to the very last Mr. Handy. You can only have one per settlement of that kind, and he's really good as a guard. You won't leave your place wherever you placed him at. So, say someone attacks your settlement, they attack this area, he'll defend it really well. But he
Yeah,
stays inside.
that's a possibility. I don't necessarily see Mr. Handy at you know at a Slocum's Joe, though. Is my
Not
own.
even through the commercials.
I don't know. I kind of see it staffed by human beings because going through the other
What
Slocum's
about
Joe's
the
locations, I don't
what about the
recall
robot?
seeing.
The
Yeah.
robot one, completely done by robots. The bowling alley,
Oh
the
yeah. There is
there's a
that one.
Slocum Joe there, and they were robots.
That is true. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I might. Let's. I think I'll put that off until it comes to populating the settlement. I think. And
You could have him
not to
just look like
disregard.
he's stealing them.
Just look like he's what? No, you're fine.
I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Oh, it's all
I
right.
you could possibly just have him look like he's still in the box.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. I
Like
don't know. I
they bought them and they never unwrapped them yet.
kind of got this vision of just a bunch of cluttered boxes back here. I feel like I've seen that. Whether it's paperwork that this guy is just never it's done with, tax forms from years past that he might have to dig up in case of an audit, or oh shit, what did I do there? There we go. Come on. Well, that'll do. I'll just have to meddle with it. In a way, I'm surprised the stream didn't crash tonight. It did so last night, and 2 nights ago it did.
It crashed last night.
Yeah, during XCOM.
I'm sorry I wasn't there.
Oh, that's alright. It's okay. When you're here, I'm grateful. When you're not, I don't hold it against anybody.
I wanted to be.
Yeah, sounds like you were indisposed. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picturing. Like, yeah, these are receipts and all that stuff. After all, it's the manager's office, so it's going to be plenty of paperwork in there.
Kind of wonder what's in the boxes.
The big ones at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I use them to hide my generators.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Because I jam my generators in the ground and leave the little end that you connect the wires to.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I put the boxes over them. Because when my settlements ever get attacked, the raiders always aim for my generators. So lately I've been
Yep.
putting them all in the ground. Can't shoot what you can't see.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good idea. Let's see, is that same box? I want to mix it up a little bit, so maybe we'll put this one here. Like he's had to go through receipts recently. Yeah, but that's a good question. What he's keeping in those big ones?
There's other sizes too, and you're always wondering, are they empty? Is it weapons? Because
Right?
it looks like a weapon box. A rifle box, possibly. Like you're shipping rifles.
Well, maybe this location.
Doesn't it though?
Yeah, it kind of does.
You were a military man, weren't you?
No, I was an army brat though. That's as close as I got. But You know,
Oh,
my dad was a army guy. Served in Vietnam.
yeah. My dad,
Almost arrested an
he just
off-duty
recently
officer.
retired.
That would be a mix-up, Sergeant Stevens. But welcome back. Yeah, I hope the rest of your night goes better than that too. That's probably best. You know, being just a one-time occurrence. Maybe one time a night, if you can swing that. We're just sitting here filling up the manager's office with crap that a manager might have. Certainly, a wastebasket wouldn't be unusual. Of course, he's kind of running out of floor space. There, we'll put the wastebasket back there.
Oh, you can summon anything on that wrist thing.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't believe I said that. Anyways, you
On that
know the
wrist
papers
thing, the
that you get
Pip-Boy.
from convent, how it says "Welcome to Convent." You find them all over Convent. You're able to summon some of those. You could put one in the wastebasket. Like the manager read that and was like, I don't want anything to do with it. And threw it away. Since you can't crumble up garbage.
Oh, is it crumpled up?
No, it's flat. But
Oh,
since you
gotcha.
cannot crumble it up, well, I don't know. I haven't looked everything through Creative Clutter, so I don't know if there's crumbled up paper in there.
I don't think there is. That's a good idea. There
I
should
just
be.
recently got it again. So I'm at 121 mods.
Was drunk and disruptive in one of the casinos. Got him a safe ride home and didn't find out he was a cop until they loaded him up in the truck. Ooh. Yeah. I guess, no matter what you do for a living, sometimes you can get carried away. So, hey, at least you got him safely home. That's a good deal.
Yeah. Very good thing.
There, I said it. I said that's a good deal. Somebody said that if I ever have merchandise, that was Sushi Cat. Not that that's on my agenda, but I should definitely have a shirt that says that's a good deal. Apparently, they're picking up on shit that I say too much. that would be one of them.
Or your ending phrase.
If you like this, or...
Yeah. Should make that into a t-shirt.
If you like this, like this. Well, that's kind of funny taken out of context. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, when there's no option to like someone's t-shirt, it's just like this.
Hello.
Hey, TC, welcome back.
Thank you.
Another power
Hey,
spike?
TC.
No, I think there's something wrong with the router. I unplugged the plug zapper thing, but damn electrician didn't do what I wanted them to do in the first place for that. But no, I think there's something wrong with the router because at least twice a day I have to go in there and reset the router.
That blows.
I'm like going, and this is after we gotten the better connection, for crying out loud.
Yeah, that is kind of amazing. You upgrade your internet and it's like, problems persist.
Yeah, and it's all because we replaced the old hardware with newer hardware, and this is the best y'all got. I mean, so I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to do other than call and complain, but I just wish you would stop doing it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. Totally feel you there.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll give me a another router and he'll fix it. That's the only thing I can hope for at this point.
Oh yeah, a terminal. That might not be a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a clean one. Okay, at least get on the proper level as the desk. I don't care if you're on the desk, I'll move you there, but... hell. That'll work. Shit, I gotta set it down. Alright, there we go. Oh, perfect. That's a clean computer, too.
Just put it where it's glowing green and then move it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Or nudge it.
Yeah, that's actually what ultimately I'm doing here. Let's see, did I nudge it too far? Yep. Let's bring it back just a touch. Let me cut the step size in half, move backward. Okay, do it again. There we go.
You know that wall you had in the bathroom that you wanted to maybe fix or not fix? I don't know if you want to fix it or not. But you said it didn't have the checkered on one side.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
of a solution for you. Just get another one of those walls out and nudge that one into that wall.
Oh, yeah, like spin it around?
No, you just get a whole nother wall. Put it where that wall is. Put the checkered part out on that side, the way you're facing.
Yeah.
So the white part will be merging in with the other white wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that.
That way you can have your thing around, all the way around it.
That's true. God, I
All
do
you need to
recognize
do
that's a good... Move
all
all
you
this
need
shit
to do
and
is
put it
nudge
back.
it all the way back in. Even if you had a hair fraction out from it, it wouldn't be a big issue because everything else would be popped through it.
That's true. I guess that being the
I
case,
had
all
to do
the...
something like that on my Xbox.
Yeah.
You may have to take that sign down though, because that nudge, that little hair fraction, will cover the sign, so you can move it for now and then put it back. But everything else would be all right.
Yeah, Sergeant Stevens, I feel you with the LOL. Texts can get taken out of context. I had that issue with a landlord. Essentially, emailing each other, and it just got to the point where it escalated real fast, and so finally I picked up the phone and called her, and, as one might assume, it was defused immediately, and we both pretty much acknowledged, like, it's hard to tell, you don't get any inflection with emails. So I think you're being a smartass, or I think she's being short with me, or whatever. And it's like, no, that wasn't the intent. It wasn't until I got her on the phone. We both felt a lot better about each other. I think we left it with her saying, you know what, next time let's just talk. I think it was we wanted a problem taken care of, and She wasn't taking care of it, of course, and didn't bother us as much as she thought it was bothering us because of our text or our emails. And can we put fresh fruit in those baskets? I'm presuming you mean the basket up here behind the radio. I think so. Of course, there is the question. I mean, in terms of pre-war fruit, we don't have many options. Trying to think. Does mute fruit look pre-war at all? Miscellaneous. Cheap terminal.
Tomatoes.
Yeah,
Air
that's
fruit.
true. That's true.
I want to say mutant fruit. That does not sound pre-war.
No, it's definitely not. Actually, what they got here fruit-wise? Oh, melon, fresh melon. That's right.
Melons, yeah. That's pre-war.
But they're huge.
Fresh melons. That's what you get from the vault.
Yeah. Oh, wow. They gave me 10 of them. Awful generous. A gourd from the Institute. We'll try some. Let's check out veggies.
Apple fritters, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Shoot, as much as in that mod in the first place, you kind of go, you really can't get them all in there.
Would wild towelberries be there too? Because in Far Harbor there was a whole tarberry
A bog, yeah.
Bog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but tarberry is post-war, right? I mean, there's no such thing as tarberry, is there?
I don't know.
There's tarberries in now, and there's tarberries in the post-war as well.
Really?
The tarberries.
Tarberries really exist, yeah?
Mm.
I did not know that. And what was the experimental plant? That ring a bell to anyone?
Mm-mm. Experimental plan.
Yeah, well, experimental plant.
Oh, plant. Oh, I think that was something the Institute was having you take certain deals to experiment on plants.
Brotherhood was using it too. Back with the mole rats. They were growing experimental plants. I know that because I was recently there.
Well, I want to see what this experimental plant looks like.
It's like blue.
Ah, gotcha.
Like a glowing blue plant.
I kind of wondered if it was pot.
They have a mod for that.
I bet they do.
Pod. Body snatcher pod.
Let's take a look at one of each of these and see how they look anyhow. Yeah, the fresh melon is a tad too large. God, the gourd is as well. There's the experimental plant.
Man.
Kind of just weird looking. And even the carrot is, I don't trust the carrot that looks like that. It's just kind of odd looking.
Yep.
Well, no basket of fresh fruits, I guess. It's not saying that we can't put a basket out that's got something in it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if there's room on at the
Check
cashier
to see
area.
what Toddberry looks like without it being on its
Plant.
mossy residue. Because
And
they grow them in water. I've never seen them just laying out on the ground.
Okay, gotta summon some real quick.
Okay. Just so you know, it's 2:51.
Gotcha.
And yeah, probably right about 3 o'clock, I'm gonna have to bolt because I got people coming in at 8 for remodeling. I have to get to a doctor's appointment by train
Ooh.
at 12, and I got a really hellacious morning to deal with, and my doctor's appointment's not until 3:30. Takes about an hour by train to get down there.
Yeah, that sucks. But then again, I'm right there with you. I have gotta sleep too.
Mm-hmm.
Today was a long day, so I will definitely not be going over. Nor do I think there'll be an after hours. I think it's just going to be 3 o'clock. Well, 3 o'clock Eastern, and I'm out.
Mm-hmm. So
Lucky.
just so you know, Max, I'm not. Don't take it personal or anything. But I'm gonna bail pretty quick once.
That's right. Take care of
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. I'm just gonna see how much.
There you go. Fruit.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Are you making you a fruit basket?
The suggestion was there. I don't know yet.
That's the
Honestly,
closest fruit thing you got.
yeah, that's
Other
true.
than giant melons.
It is the closest thing to it. There's a couple. While I've still got time, I want to go ahead and see. If that is hilarious. The whole Skyrim thing. Every time you pick up one of those classic sweet rolls, that cracks me up.
Yeah.
I want to see if
No.
I can glitch one of these into the case.
I don't know. Oh, the fact that you picked that one particular one up and it plays a Skyrim sound effect.
Yeah.
Now the thing of it is that there was a video I saw where they actually went and made the food for games like Skyrim and Fallout, and
That's funny.
and that donut actually does look like that from Skyrim, and yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, that's the actual donut from that game, and they made them and look pretty good, as far as making it a real food kind of thing. But yeah, I think that's why the sound effect is with it, which,
Yeah.
We were talking earlier about Oxhorn not understanding why that one had a sound effect, but it was just.
Oh, okay.
It
I was
falls
wondering
right.
what you guys are talking about. Yeah.
But that would go right with way Bethesda makes their games with all the movie references and the jokes and everything like that. And so, yeah, I'm sure that was his attempt of making a connection to Skyrim by adding that sound effect to that donut.
Yeah. That's it's still kind of amazing to me that he didn't recognize that. But I guess he hasn't played Skyrim.
Yeah, I guess not.
Well, there's plenty more content for him if he
Mm-hmm.
plays that. Man, look at the difference in size between the donuts you can place and the ones that are.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I don't. Apparently, they can be glitched inside there, but I don't necessarily want to do that, especially if the size is so different. I just know if I let go of it now, it'll be irrecoverable. I won't be able to get it.
Right. Yeah. In
So,
case you move the case.
yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's not like we'll just have donuts on the counter. We'll have plates or something. Oh,
Right.
shit. Picked up the whole counter. Gotta be careful about that.
Yep. But there was one other mod. It was a fast travel mod. It was a huge garden just north of the Sanctuary Hills. You go up in there, and it's a complete garden of every growable item that you can get. It's
Oh,
got a
wow.
bunch. It's got every other type of item in game that grows or that you would need, or beer or something like that. And it's got a little shed in there. And you walk in through one cave, and it'll teleport you to any of the other main locations that you'd need to go to, like Far Harbor's one. I guess it'd be Nuka-Cola or
Yeah, there's a mod called Cheat Room mod, and it has doors that you can go into. It does
well,
that.
no, yeah, I know that mod, but no, this isn't like this. It's an actual hill that they add. You go into a cave, and it's a huge garden with jacuzzi and all this other stuff. But it's got three different fast travel points where you can go from Sanctuary Hill straight to Far Harbor, and I guess it'd be the animatronics and the Nuka-Cola might have been the other two. I won't swear to it, for food to start out with, and it's kind of funny.
Huh. Yeah, that's interesting, especially a garden that grows. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little better. If anything, I hope it was at least a distraction from the the normal bullshit that we all have to go through on our own. But yeah, hey, Sergeant Stevens, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. It's always a pleasure to see you in the chat. Glad that you take the time to come along on these crazy rides with us. And, of course, there are those that were in the conversation tonight. Let's start with those that are no longer with us. I mean, they're alive, don't get me wrong. They're just not with us anymore. Of course, that would be Sushi Cat Gamer was here. And it is always a pleasure to have her here. She is generally a big help when it comes to all things Fallout or even Skyrim and beyond. And Gary was in the chat, wasn't he? He was in the discussion. No, he wasn't. He had just sent me a message on Discord, and he really saved my ass in terms of finding the coffee tin. So a big thumbs up to him. And Japic O'Death stopped by. So it was good to have him here. And yeah, that brings us to the people that are still here. And of course, that is TC Game 65. TC, thanks for taking the time.
Not a problem. It was sure work tonight, but I enjoy being here.
Yeah, sorry that you had those technical difficulties, but glad that you were able to at least temporarily resolve them.
Not a problem, and thank you for doing the show, and I hope I didn't wreck y'all's hearing tonight. That was a total mistake, but...
Well, that's okay. For the first hour, apparently no one could hear you anyways. That was a mistake on my end.
Yeah, that's alright. No, hey, we'll work it out someday.
Yeah, that's true. Shell, Maxwell Von Dug, thank you for being here.
Thank you. And thank you for proving the point that that was a big bucket.
Yes, it was. And I'm glad you made it home.
Me too.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Anyways, folks, this is Automatic for Automatic Games. I appreciate you watching. If you like this. And if you are subscribed, I will talk to you soon, friends. Good night, all.
Good night.
Take care.